and more now on the new numbers on subway crime and possible ways to bring those high numbers down. Joining us live on 1010 Wins Newsline is Charlton Souza, president of Passengers United. Charles, good to have you on the show again. The MTA chair this morning talking about fare evasion. I don't know if you heard the quote. He said, newsflash, essentially, criminals don't use Metro cards. Do you think this could be a solution, that going after fare beaters might help bring the crime rates down?
Yes, we definitely need a crackdown on fare beaters. That's going to make a big difference. And a lot of the EDPs, the emotionally disturbed people, the homeless, many of them are crawling under the turnstiles or opening the gates and bringing in shopping carts. So, yeah, I think it will make a big difference.
Yeah, you mentioned the gates and the MTA chair, Janelle Lieber, saying people also try to get in via emergency exits. A redesign, in your mind, would that be a good idea?
Yes, we need to retrofit our turnstiles like they have in other cities where no one can crawl through the turnstile or no one can jump over it. So yes, we do need barriers on those turnstiles.
Okay, and yet, some people feel that this might fall under the umbrella of broken windows policing, and that, of course, has been controversial. And some people are afraid that if you target fare beaters, you might be targeting people of color. Do you have concerns about that?
Yes, I do. But we have new programs now. We have the Fares program, which, if you go on the city's website, nyc.gov, you can find out all that information. So there's programs in place now to help people who are having financial difficulties paying the fare.
Okay. And, we've been reporting through the course of the morning, not just on this new potential plan to go after fare beaters, but also just on the rate soaring up 65% overall. Were you surprised by that number at all?
I'm not surprised. And, at every MT board meeting, we've been bringing this up at the committee meetings. I've been begging the chairman and begging the NYPD and the transit and MTPD, give us more police. But the problem we're having now is some of the police officers, I would say a small majority of them, are hiding. They're not helping. They're not doing the jobs. We're getting a lot of complaints from transit workers. I even got complaints from private security guards in the system that say when they call 911, then the police are not coming for 30 or 40 minutes. So there's a breakdown in communication that needs to be worked out. And at Jamaica Center yesterday, there was no police officers, by the token booth, by the booth over there. So that's very alarming to me because normally there's always a police officer there. So there's definitely a breakdown that has to be addressed.
When you just used the word hiding a moment ago, what do you mean exactly?
So we're getting a lot of complaints from TWU Local 100 workers that the police officers, a small majority of them, I would say it's under 1% or 2%, they're hiding in the employee break rooms. Like they're just sitting there. Many of them are sleeping, they're tired. And when I've needed assistance from the police, some of them are giving me attitudes. Now, I don't want that to reflect poorly on all the police officers because a lot of them are doing an excellent, outstanding job. But I feel like the morale in the city is so bad right now. And I think this is what the mayor and what people don't understand is you can add more police and more police. But right now, the way the laws are designed in Albany, the criminals win. So you can make an arrest and that person's going to get out in a few hours. So right now, the system is just chaos right now. And I feel like our elected officials need to step up. And this is why we've been calling at Passengers United for a 3-step approach. You need private security guards in the subway system. Then you need police officers. And the police officers should be on the trains doing toms, train order maintenance sweeps. And then you also need cameras on the subway cars, which is what we're calling for. And you need metal detectors to search people. And that's where the private security guards come in. They can operate the equipment. We've even been calling for transportation security agents now to come in the subway. I think that would be a great idea to have the TSA take that over and also to search people. Because right now, you could go anywhere in the system and you'll see it's in chaos.
All right. And well, the cameras you mentioned in particular, I imagine in the light of the subway shooting at Sunset Park recently. Well, we're going to have to check out and find out what the NYPD has to say about this. Charlton Souza, president of Passengers United, thank you very much for your insights.